A big slip up for Amber Heard as her past tweet came into a highlight. She got exposed to racism following her tweet. It appears that the tweet was against a disabled man, and with that tweet, she was even accused of criticizing the US government's crackdown on illegal migrants. What does the tweet say depicting racism? How have fans spoken about Amber Heard for being a racist? Keep watching to know more. The actress took to Twitter and wrote, "I just found out that there is an ICE checkpoint in Hollywood, just a few blocks from where I live. So everyone should provide a ride home for their housekeepers, nannies, and landscapers tonight." After receiving criticism for her racist tweet, Heard deleted it shortly after landing in Paris. She later attempted to explain herself without apologizing, writing, "Because the human rights crisis has become so politicized, it's difficult to make a simple statement without it being used to divert attention away from the real issues. It is used for anyone not to be somehow affected negatively by the subject. Checkpoints on your neighborhood streets. Is this the great America that we seek?" Heard pondered the question overnight. 10 minutes after she sent her incendiary tweet, raids, fences, and police state checkpoints do not feel like the land of the free that our immigrant forefathers built. Some people came to her defense, arguing she was trying to highlight unfair stereotypes. But some started calling her racist and criticized her for her tweet. One of the fans commented highlighting another racist thing done by her, saying, "Remember how she used anti-racism as a PR platform during BLM protests? More of Amber Heard's proclivity to exploit social movements, as she did with donating to CHLA, insulting, degrading sexuality comments to her stylist before coming out and mocking atheists in 2008. Another comment says, "So she thinks everyone in million-dollar condos hires illegal immigrants? Maybe she's just doing it to avoid having to pay well or provide benefits." One more user added, "Congratulations to the creator of the screenshot. She can delete it, but you know someone out there screenshotted it." Another wrote, "The first one may be considered racist, but the second does not in my opinion." One also wrote that everyone adores that one guy who never fails to bring up Trump and politics at every opportunity. At the very least, you guys make it simple for people to know who to avoid. Another user says, "She's in a lot of trouble right now. Racism is recent. She should just hide herself for a year or so and not come out." A user criticized her saying, "I literally told my 5-year-old daughter yesterday that all jokes at the expense of others are not funny. Perhaps you should follow this advice, just possibly." A user replies to Eve Barlow saying, "Wow, I can't wait for the day when she doesn't do this to you." Another user says, "If this is even real, it isn't there right now. However, it would not surprise me." One more user tweeted highlighting Eve Barlow saying, "Take note, Eve Barlow, the struggle for equality for the elderly and the oppressed continues. As a representative of the Jewish community, you should have a discussion about Ms. Heard's comments and actions." Another says, "Watching the aftermath of the trial will be amazing." Someone else said, One person commented that, "I'm curious. At least half of AH supporters are TERFs and SWERFs. I'm curious how many Red Femmes are racist. Hating men, trans people, and wanting to outlaw sex work are all socially acceptable in some circles. Racism is not, so I'm curious how many people are secret racists." Another said, "Wow, when I first read that, I assumed it was her hypocritical disdain for the privileged class exploiting the less fortunate." A user added, "I'm not sure where this is going. Everything about these appears to be sus. I don't think she needs any assistance in looking like a jerk. She does an excellent job on her own." A user wrote, "Isn't staging a BLM protest for personal gain racist?" A user trolled fans of Depp saying, "It doesn't work, LMAO. These people are so pitiful that they have to fabricate lies to prove Amber is as bad as their wife-beater King Johnny. Like that stupid-ass chart they made to show how biased the UK trial was." On that, another fan says, "When you can't defend the actions of the person you stand for, go with the smear campaign. You're desperate if all you have is the BS thread that has nothing to do with the conversation." Another added that, "I read this a long time ago. It never helps her reputation. Amber Heard embodies déclassé and everything false and incorrect." One fan says, "The scumbag goes on. The fallout is still going on." One more user said, "She's a liar, and what she did to Johnny Depp is even worse. Anything else is obvious, so who cares? Pay Depp his $10 million. Another user also stated that, "What does it matter? That is not racism. It is called joking." Come on, folks. Let's not be overly sensitive about the comments everyone makes to their friends because she's a psycho-narcissistic domestic abuser. A user wrote that, "She's terrible and I despise her so much." Of course, she photographed what she considers to be a stereotypical black man. Amber Heard irritates me so much. What makes her think she can do that? Do you find the tweet racist? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more.